Hello, thank you so much for tuning in today to Get the Trolls Out. We're a project of the Media Diversity Institute that looks at all the ways that people are using media to combat anti-religious hate speech around the world. We're particularly interested in TikTok as a way to combat hate. So in order to understand that better, I gave a Zoom call to Mehdi and Mubina, a couple based in Toronto who use their TikTok platform to do everything from educate people about Islam to break harmful stereotypes. Mehdi and Mubina, it is so great to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit more about your story and how you got started on TikTok?
I think a lot of Muslim TikTokers started around the same time. So it was originally Mubina's idea, to start doing a social media. I was a little bit hesitant at first. But then after thinking about it a little bit more, I was like, okay, I came from a perspective that hated the religion and hated things about it. And then you came from a Muslim background. So I'm like, I realized I had a lot of misconceptions due to stereotypes.
Exactly. And that's why we did a couples channel and not an individual channel starting, because we feel that people can relate more to a couple than, and they can look up to a couple as well in ways, right? Because a lot of people, they have hopes and they feel like, if I wear a face veil, then I might not be able to get married, because that is a fear that's put upon girls that actually want to start wearing face veils. Like, who's gonna like you? Who are you gonna get married to? Because I was told this stuff. So I know that this is a fear that women go through.
I think our situation's a little bit unique because of my background as well. So I come from two very Christian countries. One is I'm Portuguese and Armenian, and Armenia is a very, very Christian country that you won't very rarely find any converts from. So just seeing how we were able to come together is just kind of like a unique situation. But we also want to show that even though we're religious people, we're also relatable and normal everyday people.
Exactly. I don't like the title of being called religious, because it just puts you in a group of people that are always seen as strict or practicing things that don't really make sense. So I don't really like that title. I feel like if you are part of a religion, you're religious regardless of how much you practice it. So for me, I just want to be relatable to people. I want to tell them that, just because we practice these things doesn't mean that we're any different from you.
I think one common misconception about TikTok is that it's a very quick process, but of course there's so much time, energy, research that goes into each video. Can you tell me a little bit more about what inspires you and your process from that inspiration to the execution of the video?
Our inspiration mainly comes from our followers, their questions.
Generally, they'll come up with, we'll see kind of their reaction on a video, then we'll come up with a general topic, then we'll script our topic, and then when we get a chance, we try to film those videos and put them together. So for example, we'll do a video who can see your face? We'll ask, can your brother see your face? Can your mother see your face? Can your father see your face? Different relationships, and then people are starting to guess the relationships now, just to make it more interactive as well.
You guys are dealing with some really sensitive material that a lot of people don't even dare touch. How do you navigate it while still making it so fun?
I think one strength that we have is because we come from two different backgrounds. A lot of our audience in certain platforms, we have a lot of Western audience, and that's kind of the culture I grew up with. So sometimes when we're talking about a video, it's is this okay to word it? We have to be very careful sometimes with the way we word certain things, and it's helpful when you have different backgrounds because you know what's offensive to certain people and what's not.
And it really helps with someone that it's from two different backgrounds, so we can share notes and talk about what we need to post.
So add to that is it's also helpful to have the two of us there, because sometimes you can keep each other in check. If some person gets emotional, you kind of can reel the person in, because we have a large platform and we're trying not to offend people. Sometimes when you get emotional, you say the wrong thing.
Even though you don't mean it that way, it can come off meaning that way, and it's just we're trying our best not to do that, because at the end of the day, we respect everyone and their beliefs, so we don't want to come off as people that are saying something wrong.
What are your favorite reactions from people to your videos?
I think my favorite type of comments from our followers is that you changed my perspective on Islam.
Love that.
That's my favorite comment, because ultimately that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to show people that Islam isn't what you grew up thinking it was.
So no, I don't want your number, no, I don't wanna give